What's good, y'all? I know it gets hard out there, especially in these times, in this recession. But you gotta pack your umbrella for these cold days and rainy nights, dog. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the world ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the times ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause my mind ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights, I'm trying to make it in the game, but I'm stuck in the midst of all these cold and rainy nights. It's cold and it's rainy, but I can still see that life's a mess full of stress. But you gotta let it be. You control your world, dog. Control your destiny, so set goals for yourself and follow that recipe. You gotta get it right now before it gets too late. Gotta get it with pure intent, cause every action seals fate. Everybody wanna shine, but y'all be waiting. Get on your grind, homeboy, don't be patient. Why y'all be waiting on the next man to show you when you already know? Already know what I told you. So make a path, dog, and change up the game. But listen to the forecast, cause there's a slight chance of rain. Rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the world ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the times ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause my mind ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights, I'm trying to make it in the game, but I'm stuck in the midst of all these cold and rainy nights. It's cold and it's wet outside when you're all alone, but when you got somebody on your side, you stand strong. So be fair and don't act like you know it all, cause Mr. Know-It-All gets rolled like a bowling ball. They say united we stand and divided we fall, so we should stand real close and make a body wall. We the people make it happen while they supervise it all. They say man was created equal, but they lying, dog, cause everybody's not cut from the same cloth. There ain't no high or low, cause we all play a part. We need to work together if we ever wanna get along. So find your position in life and get up on your job. Rainy days and cold nights
got a brother going crazy, cause the world ain't right. What's good, y'all? Cold nights. Welcome to the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. Appreciate everybody, anybody who's gonna tap in, man. Got a brother going crazy, cause my mind ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights. I'm trying to make it in the game, but I'm stuck in the midst of all these cold and rainy nights. What's going on, y'all? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bad, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. One of the only places online where you'll get some great, pivotal information that means something to your life that can help you out and give you a good point in the right direction, man. Thank y'all so much. Shamelessly V, let me read your comments, sweetheart. I'm going into psychosis right now. Please share advice if you have some. What would you substitute for balsamic vinegar when making bruschetta? Do you got hot sauce? Hot sauce might be a substitution if you ain't got no other type of vinegar. Maybe try some hot sauce if you got some, and that might be a good little a spicy vinegar alternative, man. Just don't. If you ain't got it, you don't need it. That's what I say. If you don't got it, you don't need it. I mean, you'll get it back one day. You'll restock your vinegar. Don't worry about it. I would never stress about nothing that you can't control. My advice to you right there is shamelessly V. Don't stress about shit you can't control, because if you can't control it, it's not meant for you to control. It's meant for you just to endure, endure. What's good, chosen one? What's good? What's good with you? I'm doing good. Nice hug to you. You need a nice hug. Ooh, nice hug. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in. With apple cider and fresh off the plant basil work? Probably so. If you, it'll work. Apple cider, that'll work. That'll work. Just don't put too much. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Just make it taste good for you. You can change the recipe, change the game. You ain't got to stay in the same. Change the game. Yeah, I'm going live again tonight. I got two live. I'm giving y'all two ones today. I got this one because this is something impromptu that I was just watching the news when I was doing the dishes this morning, and they played this news. They had a news special on there, and it really struck me. It really struck my mind, and it made me just. I had to touch on this because I'm gonna do the Black Friday live later on, so we're gonna get to that later. But fuck all that party pooping, because I don't want to always be the party pooper, y'all. I know y'all enjoy y'all's American amenities. I know y'all enjoy y'all's American holidays. I know y'all enjoy this shit. So I'm not gonna always be the party pooper to try to. Thank you. You're welcome, shamelessly. I got you, baby. I'm always here for you. Whenever, whoever, I'm here for y'all. We're here for each other. We need each other. This world is not meant to be lived alone. This world is not meant to be going through shit alone. We are always here for each other, man. We're supposed to take care of each other, man. Have each other's backs. Now that is the main thing I wanted to talk about today with the mental illness and the mental state of what. Let me see the title of today's video. I'm sorry, I forgot. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, they trying to. Oh, my internet working real slow. Hold on. So I know it's about mental illness. Okay, the decline of the mind, mental illness. Okay, boom. That's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, let me play this news thing, because you have to hear this. Thank y'all for everybody who's tapping in and fucking with me. You out? All right. All right, here we go. Check this out. Fair use. This is NBC News. NBC News. Fair use. Let me get that. Thanksgiving. Life is good. Every day is good. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but yesterday was a good day. You know, every day is a good day. I ain't stressing about life, you know. First and foremost, let me say this about this before I tap into this. The decline of the mind is something that happened to us over time because we've allowed too many of these. We've been bombarded and given too many agendas, and we accepted too many agendas. Let me explain something to you. If you were living life in a natural order, in your natural order, if you're living life as you're supposed to, doing the things that you're supposed to do to survive life, right? Maintaining your life, maintaining yourself, exercising properly, eating properly, living life normally and properly, how it's supposed to be lived, you wouldn't have mental illness issues. And I guarantee you that. The people who have so many mental illness issues now are the people who are bombarded with all of the different agendas. Because if you're adhering to agendas, that means you're taking on a mindset or a theology or a thought point or a viewpoint that you didn't come up with. You're adhering to something that is fairly new. It could be new to you. It could align with some of the shit you're doing in your life, but it could be fairly new to you. Like some of these agendas that told you you could be whatever you want, you could do whatever you want, you can identify yourself with whoever you want to identify yourself with as. Identify yourself as. That is a mental insanity. That is a mental delusion. First and foremost, you are who you are, and you will not be, and you'll never be what you're not. You know, you are who you are, and you'll never be who you're not. So there's no way possible that you could ever. You could, hold on, first and foremost, you can trick yourself. You can trick yourself into an alternate reality, right? You can get tricked into an alternate reality by some feeding into somebody's propaganda or agenda, right? You can get tricked. But even once you get tricked into the trick box, the alternate reality, no matter how deep entrenched into the falsehoods you are, no matter how deep you get into the fantasy lifestyle that you live in, Your spirit will always know reality. Your spirit will always know your personal limitations. Your spirit will know what you can do and what you can't do. Your spirit knows who you are. You know, thank you, King Novice One. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Antoine, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Sean Breezy, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Michael S, shout out to you too. That's what they teaching these kids in public schools, that you can choose. Is okay, boom, exactly. That's exactly what are we talking about. Look, and that's not what I'm talking about, but that these last few 20-year agendas have been the most detrimental agendas to our society. So you have to realize something. It was always homosexual people in society. Always, right? This is not a shot, stab, or a disrespect to anybody homosexual. Please stick around and listen if you are homosexual. Please stick around and listen. It was always gay people in the world. Always. I went to an art school. I went to an art school. It was that was where all the gay people was at, in the art schools. They were doing dance class, and they were doing just ballet and all these different ways to express themselves, which niggas didn't say nothing. They was gay. Everybody was doing their own thing. You had you did have those jocks and the meatheads who would bash them and shit like that, or haze them or something like that in public. But that was normal everyday shit. They go tell the teacher whatever they did. Boom, boom, boom. They wasn't beating them up or nothing crazy. They wasn't abusing them or nothing crazy. But like, they was disrespecting the gays, and sometimes back in the day, sometimes like the jocks would do this shit. It was mostly the jocks, mostly the football players, the basketball players, the alphas, the burly men, the burly young gentlemen with the mustache and the big niggas. It was them who was doing, and they wasn't even doing a lot of bashing. They weren't even doing a lot of bashing back in the days. But I remember back in my days, I used to be in like choir class, because I took choir class where you're singing and stuff. And there was a couple gay dudes in the choir class, and some niggas used to pick on them. They be picking on the gay dudes and shit. And I used to try to save them sometimes. Like, yo, leave that man alone, bro. He all right, bro. Leave that nigga alone, bro. You know, I was always trying to save people, even the gay people. Always, I used to stand up for them niggas. Not a lot, but if it got out of hand, I'd be like, yo, because I was cool enough to tell the bullies, yo, chill. I was cool enough. You know, I was cool enough to talk to the bullies and the nerds. I was the bridge. I was the gap. I'm the nigga that bridges the gap. Even still to this day, I'm the gap bridger. I'm the middleman. I'm gonna bridge the gap from the old to the new, to the truth and the fake. I'm gonna bridge the gap. So listen, I used to save them niggas, right? And they was gay. They was doing their thing. That was life. But once they gave this agenda, once they made this agenda so abundant, and this ain't the only one, but the ABC agenda had a lot to do with the destruction of our the psyche of mentalities. But the reason, let me explain that. If you were gay and grown, that's okay. Do your thing. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know what a grown man's doing in his bedroom, you know. But these children experimenting with this stuff nowadays, right? With children experimenting with things like homosexuality and gender misappropriations and gender identity and stuff like that. That plays with the mentalities. That plays with the mind of the child. Because I'm gonna tell you, whether it's legal or not, I don't care if it's legal. That's, everybody knows it's legal. Nobody. I'm not speaking against these people. I'm not speaking down on them, but I am speaking realities of where a lot of this psychosis come from in our society. When teenagers and young children are doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing, experimenting with their sexuality and things of that nature, when they're doing things like that and they're doing things they're not supposed to be doing, you have to understand that's going to have an effect on their mentality. Because even a young girl, right? When I was a young boy, in my teens and shit. And I started getting sexually active and stuff in my teens. And I was looking around for the girls and shit to mess around with and all this and that, right? You know, as I'm getting active. Okay, good. As I'm getting active in my teens and I'm looking around for the girls who down with the get down and stuff like that, those girls who are sexually active even in their teens, they carry themselves way different, and their whole everything about them was different from the girls who weren't sexually active. Because when somebody starts having sex, it puts them in a whole nother experience of life. It puts you in a whole nother, that is a grown-up experience of life. That is the experience for procreating and making more babies and reproducing. You know what I'm saying? And that experience is held mostly exclusively, pretty much exclusively to grown-ups. It's not supposed to be a universal thing for everybody to experience sex. That's supposed to be exclusive for grown-ups. You're supposed to teach your children about this shit in their teen years to get them ready for their grown-up years. You know, so we're living in an overly sexualized society. For one, we're overly sexualized. Everybody is thinking with their ping pings and wong wongs at their fucking ages of young age. You know what I mean? Look, listen, they're all agenda. All these motherfuckers are agenda. That's why. I'm gonna read the comments in a second. Look, everybody's thinking with their ping pings and wong wahs and shit, you know, and we all out here doing, we're out of alignment. We're doing things ahead of time. We're doing things that are not supposed to be done at all. Let me tell y'all something. Aside of whatever your sexual belief is, that's you. You have the choice and the right nowadays to do whatever you want to do, right? Not against it. But there's a universal law. A universal law that a man is not supposed to play with his back door. That's a universal law. And you'll see now the men who do this, right? You can see the men who do this. They all start changing mentally, spiritually, genetically, almost. It's like it changes you. It's like it like, nigga, once you start letting motherfucker ring your bell, it's like your whole life is different. Your whole persona is different. You carry yourself. It's like this. Once a man becomes gay, he even starts sounding gay. And it's a universal sound. We all know what I'm talking about. The men sound universally the same. Women's homosexuality is way different from men's. It's way different. But the men's one is universally, you get feminized instantly. Whether you dress up like that or not, you get feminized when you start doing weird shit like that. So that has a lot to do with the psychology of our youngsters. There's no getting around this no more. Who cares how you feel no more? We are living in the midst of a psychological experiment. We're living in the midst of a satanic experiment. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. So let me play this clip right here. This is a news clip. I just want y'all to hear what's going on with this children's mental state and all this shit. Listen to this shit.
Over social media, we all get FOMO. What lifelines can we provide? Schools are on the front lines of this crisis. It's time to adapt. Teens under pressure.
Fair use.
Social media. Young people are in crisis. That is the finding of a troubling new CDC report on mental health. But what is it that's behind this trend? I'm Savannah Sellers, and over the next 30 minutes, we'll look at the causes of this mental health challenge, including the role social media is playing, and also, importantly, what can be done about it. First, though, let's dig into those trends. They show in 2021, 42% of high schoolers felt persistently sad or hopeless. That's up 14% from 2011. 29% experienced poor mental health, and 22% of students seriously considered attempting suicide. Then there are the female students, specifically, who are faring worse. 57% of teen girls experience persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness. That is a jump of 21% in just the last decade. But behind all of these numbers, there are real teens. I recently sat down with a group of high schoolers in Fairfax, Virginia, because we wanted them to help lead this conversation, to take us beyond just these disturbing statistics. I started by asking if they are among those who have felt sad or hopeless. Have you all, I guess, if you have, raise your hand, experienced that? And would you say all your friends have? For the most part, yeah. Yeah. Have any of you ever been speaking with a friend and thought, I gotta tell somebody else about what I just heard about how they're doing?
Yeah, I have at one point. It was a friend of mine. For a while, he was having suicidal ideations. I brought it up with the counselor and his parents. And honestly, one of the main things that I found was he didn't really respond well to emotions. He kind of had cut them off from himself. It's just I think that's our root of the problem, is that a lot of people try to cut off their emotions.
I think it's the little things that matter, like the simple little, like, hey, how you doing? Or like, if you see a friend in the hallway, like dap them up and just say what's up, just go to class and stuff like that. Like, I think those little things, they can really go a long way in terms of how someone feels during that day.
Sometimes with the telling part, you have to be able to live with the fact that that person might not be your friend from that point going, but you still might have saved their life, or you still might have made them happier. It's also like, who do I tell?
Yeah.
Who can you go to? Because obviously we have like counselors and social workers at school and stuff, but it's like, can I really tell them? Like, what are they really going to do about that? Mm-hmm. So there's also an issue of who are some trusted adults that I feel could actually help the situation.
Exactly. Yeah. And on that note of like, who do I go to? It's also, what will they do?
Hold on. And right there,
like, I've had that fear of like, okay, I know I need to tell a trusted adult, but will they actually make the situation better, or will it go even worse?
So look, right there. Hold on, before they even get any deeper into this. Where are these kids' parents at? These kids don't have parents. These parents give their kids to the system. The school is their teacher. They're talking about guidance counselors and teachers and shit. Where the fuck is your mom and dad at? Where the fuck is the moms and dads at? We've totally given our children up to society, and we wonder. Exactly. Where the fuck is mom and dad at? We wonder why we don't have. Listen. Let me shut up. Let me play a little bit more.
Do you all know someone who has confided in you that they were having suicidal thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single one of you. Why do you think it is that we're all having such a hard time?
Part of me feels like we see what's going around in the world. We see what's going on within society. We can turn on the news and hear about a death, an accident, a murder, things like that. And we've almost become numb to it.
I just think technology has done a lot of great things for us, but it also has just completely overwhelmed us with so much of the bad news. So
definitely. So it sounds like what I'm hearing right now is current events.
America's destroyed these children. This programming of fear has broken the people. The fear programming has broken the people. People are scared to watch the news. Most people don't even watch the fucking news. Most of y'all, this is why I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is why a lot of people don't like channels like mine, because my channel is a dose of reality. The news is a dose of propaganda, whatever they want to feed the narrative, whatever narrative they're trying to sell. See, over here on the Real Talk Real Shit podcast, I don't feed narratives. I don't have agenda. I'm just presenting truth because it makes me feel good to show people what the truth is when people are being lied to. And I know the truth is the only thing that can set you free in these times. So I know for a fact that we need to focus on the truth rather than propaganda and lies. I want to expose propaganda and lies so my people can understand what to really do in their life, so their life won't be a life of confusion and desperation and loneliness and all that these children nowadays are having to deal with because they don't have mom, dad, and a family structure.
Current events totally impact you. Is that right? Like, you feel the stress of what is going on in the world that's negative.
I don't even watch the news anymore, but I hear it.
I
all
told
the time.
y'all.
Everybody, like, one person will say something and everybody will hear about it.
I think a really sad example of this, it was in my first period class maybe a week or two ago. There was some doors slamming towards down the hall, and it was very, very loud. Like, they were slamming them hard. And some people in my class were wondering, are those gunshots? Like, should we lock the door? It's just become so, even though it's such a small, tiny chance, it's still high enough that we are fearful that, oh crap, that can happen to us. Because it can happen to us. It's not like we're immune to all of this.
I have a show, an NBC News show on Snapchat.
The fear-based propaganda has broken the children. The fear-based propaganda has broken the adults. The fear-based lifestyle has broken us. You driving down the street, you scared as hell. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I got a driver's license. I'm a legal driver, but I still be scared if the police get behind me. Because this is a fear-based system. You know, if that motherfucker want to pull you over and whoop, whoop, whoop your ass, it's over. And ain't nothing you could do. He can shoot you dead in your face and say you pulled a gun, or he could throw a gun in your lap and shoot you dead in the face. Ain't nothing you could do about this society. It's going to do what it's going to do to you if you don't comply. That's why I try my best to comply at all times.
And I asked those viewers to tell me, what are some things that you'd want to ask officials in a mental health capacity. The overwhelming response that I heard about was the anxiety that people are feeling about school shootings.
Crazy how like lockdown
Told you.
orders and stuff like that. Like, it's obviously, to stay safe is nice, but even having to worry about that is crazy.
And you do worry about it.
Yeah, I feel like everyone does, and at this point, unfortunately, should. There's always that possibility in the back of your mind because you spend more time at school a day than you do at home.
What impact does social media have on?
You heard what that man said? That young man said. We've been doing it backwards, all wrong. Everything we've been doing is all wrong. All wrong. And y'all have allowed just your children to be destroyed. This next generation that we're going to grow up under, these people are going to be non-functional, useless adults. And that's why they have the robots coming. Y'all think they don't know what's going on, that y'all are useless? That's why they got the robots coming. You think they don't know y'all are destroyed mentally? That's why they got the robots coming. Why you think death is around? Why you think death is peeking around every corner? A virus, a gunshot, food poisoning, alcohol, tobacco. Boy, death is peeking around every corner because they got them robots. And niggas is out buying a bunch of shit right now, and y'all buying some old. Let me tell y'all something, bro. And this is for my Black Friday show. I'm gonna say this. But this is the only thing I'm gonna say. People are buying this old ass trash throwaway products that they're selling to people for the low. And they got robots finna come out. They got AI robots finna come out to take over your jobs. And what the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all made them y'all made them enough money to probably today. Y'all probably gave them enough money today where they can build a new army against your ass.
I think, as you pointed out already, there's a lot of good technology, but is this a factor in your negative thoughts and negative feelings?
During the pandemic, everyone was all on social media, like, oh, today I'm doing this, I'm baking today, I'm doing my Chloe Ting workouts, or whatever the case may be. And it was easy to just see all the great things that other people were doing and be like, oh, maybe I should be doing that, or I'm not doing enough.
So that comparison trap.
Yeah.
Negative.
Losers.
I feel like we all kind of
Look,
get on social.
this world's bred losers, man. And social media has too. This world bred a bunch of losers. I ain't never felt like I had to keep up with nobody. I actually feel sorry for most of the people who were in the higher positions like that, like the celebrities and rappers and shit. Like, I feel sorry for them. You know why I feel sorry for them? They're not even in control of their lives. They're told when to get up, when to go to sleep, what to do, this and that. Yeah, they got some trinkets and some money, but guess what? They can't even spend that shit. And if they do spend it, they're getting taxed out the wazoo. Money ain't what y'all think it is, man. No, we can keep working. Listen, we can keep making money, but we need to stop spending the money on their ass. Starve them out. Y'all don't realize how much dumb shit y'all be doing. I'm gonna go buy some wreaths and some banners and some this and some that. Oh, I spent $400 for household Christmas decorations. Now I got to go buy some toys. Oh shit, that's about another 1,000. So I need a tree. That's about $80 or $100. I spent about $1,600 just to make what? One day, one moment, one day. Imagine 1,600 times every American who celebrates that shit. Y'all don't know what y'all have done to yourselves. Y'all have made yourselves forever slaves, because the money that you're giving back to master, you'll never be able to rise above. Never be able to rise above. But let's talk about the mental illness though, man, because the sad part about it is people don't know what's going on because most of them are mentally broken, man. It's just really messed up.
Social media for that kind of idea of escapism, and then it kind of just goes sideways in the sense where it can kind of become a trap of like, oh, I saw this video of somebody who's like working on their applications right now. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Why am I on TikTok? Things like that. It just kind of becomes a constant battle of like the good and the bad, and every day somehow they're outweighing each other.
I think people also get really, really comfortable in hatred. They get really comfortable in that negative view on social media. Like, you're sitting there scrolling and you're feeling unproductive, lazy, that you can't do anything right, that something's wrong with you just because everybody on social media has their lives together or is projecting that. And you're sitting there and you can't get off your phone. You're like frozen to it.
Could you each just kind of tell me in a sentence or close to it, the main thing that you want older people listening to know about what it's like to be in high school?
Sometimes there's times where I just need to vent to somebody, and I'm not expecting a response. A response is cool. I'd appreciate it, but it's not my expectation. I just need to get what's in my head out and just tell it to somebody, whether it be my mom, uncle, aunt, family member, counselor. I'd say, acknowledge their feelings and just be open-minded as well.
When they try and reach out to you, or they try and reach out to somebody and try and actually express what they're feeling and try and actually get help for anything, I feel like you shouldn't immediately go to blaming them or judging them. Is just have an open mind.
I would say evaluate your role within the relationships that you have, whether it be students, your children, relatives, and see if you're truly supporting them.
I'd honestly just say, forget any ego, forget any pride. It's something that I've noticed has caused a lot of problems whenever parents are interacting with their kids.
I want to say, like, times have changed now. They're removing the stigmatism from mental health, and people are being more open with their emotions, and times have changed. So it's time to adapt and help the youth who are in need of it.
All right. So look, that's where I'm going to stop it at. These kids don't know what the fuck's going on. They don't understand. They're under spiritual warfare. They don't understand they're eating. How could you get your mind right when you constantly eating? How could you get your mind right when you constantly eating flesh? How could you get your mind right when you constantly drinking human byproducts? You're on cannibal time. You're on demon time, my nigga. You can't get your mind right. Your snacks is laden with cannibalism. Your drinks is cannibalism. Your food is cannibalism. You can't get your mind right. You're a dog eating animal. I mean, you're a dog. It's like a dog eating raw meat. If you give a dog blood, it's the same thing. How you gonna get your mind right? Then the music you listening to is destroying your spirit. Hearing enchanted demons and spiritual warfare, listening to the spiritual warfare all day, listening to witchcraft and voodoo all damn day. You can't get right, young man, young lady. You can't get right. And then your mama don't know what's going on because she's wrapped up in her bullshit trying to get money at her job. Your dad, he's probably not around because your mama didn't stick around with him. And if he is around, he probably don't know what's going on because he's probably old and out of touch. Because the job of the old man is to stay wise. If you got a grandma around or granddaddy around that ain't wise, it's over for you. If you've been living for a long time and you ain't amassed no knowledge, you wasted your life. And it's a lot of people out here who done wasted their lives, and that's why these kids don't know what to do. These young children don't know what to do, and these about to be the generation that's gonna run society. When we're in about 10 more years, when it's our turn, and when it's our turn to give out on society and pass it on, these are the kids who we're going to be having to deal with as the bosses, as the leaders. And guess what? They're broken and destroyed because you misfed them and you misled them. Y'all misfed these kids and misled these kids. What's good, Dragonfly? How you doing, sweetheart? We misfed these kids and misled these kids, let these kids play satanic video games all day. We let these kids listen to satanic music, and they embodying this shit. Your child ain't no motherfucking murderer, but he sure rapping and acting like a murderer. Your daughter's not a whore, but she sure is rapping and acting like a whore. This is what's going on today. And people so out of touch, they don't even understand why. Your child been living a satanic lifestyle because of you been giving it to them your whole life. Hell yeah, they waiting on GTA 6 to drop. I got Grand Theft Auto 5, but I got the one on Xbox 360, so I don't play it online. But that shit is a bad game. I mean, it's not even all of this shit, bro. It's the games, it's this, it's that. It's a spell. It's a web. It's a web. It's a web that we're in that we don't even realize we're in. Niggas is so entrenched in this web that I probably was out fighting this morning for trinkets. That's the mentally ill. Niggas is broken, man. And look, you can't get your shit right if you ain't eating right. You can't get your shit right if you don't know what's healthy for you and what to do with your body. You're living like you're on demon time. You're eating cannibalism, so you're on zombie time. Niggas is literally on zombie time, but their body's fighting that shit. Their spirit is fighting that shit, but they don't know what's what, so they're just on zombie time. And you think it's straight to live like that? You think you're ever gonna be mentally stable if you're eating like that? If you can't even have man, it's messed up, man. And it's your dumb slave ass parents' fault for keep buying Aunt Jemima syrup, and you keep buying Uncle Ben's rice, and keep buying all these products that they've been. Now I'm not. All these products that have been so popularized and entrenched into society, it's your parents' fault for keep buying that shit. It's your parents' fault for keep buying you Doritos. It's your fucking parents' fault. They don't have no discernment. They don't know what's right. They got Frito-Lay all up in your damn. I mean, not Frito-Lay. They got Doritos and goddamn Lay's with all the Lay's flavors on that bitch in the house. They got all the cereal, the newest cereals that ain't nothing new. Let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing new came out in over a decade. Ain't nothing new that been real came out in over a decade. Most of the shit that's all these new cereals that you see. All these new cereals. It's so many new Wildberry Frost, Slurpee cereal, that cereal. All that shit is fake food, man. And y'all running to this shit. Steri soda. Steri soda. Y'all bought that shit? Lemon lime. Ain't no lemon lime in that shit. Ain't no lemon lime in that. You want a lemon lime soda? Get you some fresh lemon, some fresh lime, squeeze it, and buy you some seltzer water with some sugar in that shit. And mix it up. And make you a delicious Sprite. Stop playing with your life. Y'all don't even understand what you've done. All you did was made the beast. All you did was gave all your life to him, and now you ain't got nothing left. And then your children are so lost and led astray. We don't know what y'all don't know what to do. And notice I'm saying y'all because I do. My babies ain't led astray, and neither am I. And we walking through this valley. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death? I shall fear no evil walking through this valley of the shadow of death. No evil, bro. I don't fear none of it. And I'm doing nothing wrong. You wonder why your child's mentally defeated. It's messed up, man. Niggas is drinking cannibal drink every day. Niggas is eating cannibal food every day. Y'all probably ate so much cannibalism yesterday, it don't even make sense. Because guess what? Read your turkey. Your turkey have natural flavors in it. Read it. Go read your packaging. Your turkey was basted in human byproduct. You're like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? So you can go to hell, my friend. People like, why are they doing this to us? So you can be going to hell, my friend, when the chosen time comes, when the time comes. People don't get it. Some new Coca-Colas, the mini Cokes. Now they're giving y'all. Let me really do this for y'all. Let's do this. Let me really do this for y'all, please. Let me really do this for y'all. Now they got these popular mini sodas. You know why they got the mini cans that's so popular right now? Because your body can only stomach 6 ounces of that garbage, and they know it. And they know it. Your body can only stomach about 6 ounces of that shit. All of them. Fanta, all of them. They changed their logos. I'm going to look at it. I'll look at it. I don't drink that shit, though. I haven't had a Coca-Cola since 2010, and I haven't had a Pepsi since probably 09, 08, or like 09 or 08 or some shit like that. I ain't fucking with this shit. You want to know, y'all? I know y'all don't be liking me when I be breaking this shit down, because this is how everybody fucking eats, but I have to do this. This is why everybody's crazy. Everybody's on demon time. We're cannibals. Everybody's cannibals. Zombies in real life. Let me break something down for y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear how I personally found out they putting blood and shit in the food. Put a 1 in the chat. What's good, son? What's up? I'm coming to cook after this. All right, we got a 1, so that's what's up. I'm coming in a few seconds to make some lunch, okay? You just ate though, but I'm coming, okay? That was breakfast. I'm coming. All right. This is how I found out they were putting stuff in the drinks. I used to be a manager at a Steak and Shake, right? I used to be a manager at Steak and Shake. The only drink I used to drink was Sprite. Thank you, Chosen One. Thank you, Michael S. Appreciate y'all for y'all's interaction and y'all rocking with me. I appreciate this so much. It means the world to me. Y'all mean the world to me. Listen, I was the manager at a Steak and Shake, and I was thank you, King One. Thank you, King Nervous One. I was the manager at a Steak and Shake, and I was drinking nothing but Sprite every day. Sprite. I was eating fries, like just eating fries, Sprite, biscuits, because I'm a vegetarian. You know, I thought I was being a vegetarian by drinking Sprite. Listen, I thought I was being a vegetarian. Every day I go to work, I drink Sprite. It's just a shitload of Sprite, shitload of Sprite, shitload of Sprite, just a shitload of it. And eat my fries, my little cheese sandwiches, whatever I ate, right? I don't really eat too much like that. I just do simple shit like fries and shit like that. So long story short, when I would come home from work, isn't Pepsi logo Viper Eye. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, let me look it up now for y'all real quick. Hold on. Pepsi's new logo.
According to Food and Wine, the updated Pepsi Globe once again features the white wave, the word mark back in the middle of the circle, and a retro-inspired, all caps typeface.
No, it's not. It's not really nothing. It's not nothing. It really ain't nothing. Now this one kind of is. That one kind of is. Yeah. All that shit, but man, this shit all bad for it, boy. Listen, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you what's going on with it. Look. So every day I'm drinking hella Sprite. Oh yeah, veggie, fruit, white meat, or beans. Yeah, facts. I'm healthy as fuck now. Now that I know. I'm gonna make it for you. Eat some snacks till I come. Hold on, don't touch that. I'm using that. I'm gonna use that bread for something. You can eat some snacks. Eat some of those that mix, the trail mix with the nuts and all that. Have some of that till I come in. Bro, I'm almost finished. And I'm coming to cook. I'll make something for you as soon as I get in. I'm about to get off here, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all this quick story so I can tie in this shit because I'm telling you I understand this shit. So listen. Boom. I eat gluten. I don't care about that gluten-free shit. I still eat my gluten. But I hear you though. Look, listen. Alkaline water for sure. Alkaline water is the key. But anyway, when I was drinking my Sprite every day, I'd come home and I'd use the bathroom and I'd have blood in my stool. Every day, just blood. Every day, blood. And I'm like, damn, why am my stool have blood in it? Every day. Every time I drinking that shit, like, cause I drink a lot of it, like 2-3 cups of that shit a day. Cause you thinking you're doing something with your fucking nasty free soda. You think you're doing something. So yeah, every day I was doing that shit for months. And then finally I stopped drinking Sprite because that was the only thing I eliminated because that was the only thing I was doing on regular. So I stopped drinking Sprite and all the blood stopped. So then I started looking into it. This is way back in the day how I found out. I mean, other than the Capri Suns and shit, but this is how I found out the sodas. It was in all the sodas and shit too. So I started looking into the ingredients in the Sprite, and that shit said natural flavors. So I started looking it up, and boom, lo and behold, this aborted kidney fetal cells and aborted cells and human byproducts. So yeah, man, get out of here with that. That shit had me fucked up, man. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that menu is hard to follow in today's world. No, it ain't. Just no natural flavors. That's all you gotta do. I ain't no cannibal. I ain't had human flesh in a long time. When I do fuck up and eat something that has natural flavors, if I fuck up my stomach, I be feeling like I'm gonna shit on myself because my stomach can't take that shit, man. My body can't take it, like, at all. My kids, we can't have it. It will be throwing up and shit. It's bad. Like, we can't have it. Like, and it's in most everything, man. Y'all better wake up, man. And if you think that don't have nothing to do with the psychosis effect of humanity, you'd be dead wrong, man. Look, what are the effects of eating your own flesh? Cannibalism.
Here is some information for cannibalism if you eat yourself. According to Wikipedia, self-cannibalism is the practice of eating parts of one's own body, also called auto-cannibalism or
I didn't say no. Not that. What are the effects of cannibalism?
According to Wikipedia, although it may benefit the individual, it has been shown that the presence of cannibalism decreases the expected survival rate of the whole population and increases the risk of consuming a relative. Other negative effects may include the increased risk of pathogen transmission as the encounter rate of hosts increases.
What he said? What she say? Say that again, baby. What are the effects of cannibalism?
According to Wikipedia, although it may benefit the individual, it has been shown that the presence of cannibalism decreases the expected survival rate of the whole population and increases the risk of consuming a relative. Other negative effects may include the increased risk of pathogen transmission as the encounter rate of hosts increases.
Man, come on, man. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't even want to hear it no more. You get what I'm saying, man? Do you get what I'm saying, man? What's up, TV? What's up, TSS? What's good? You heard that consuming the relative part? Yeah, exactly. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. I got Soylent Green in my room. I'm watching that tonight. I pulled that in my room last night to watch. But I watched the that Fahrenheit 9/11 documentary instead. But I'm watching that Soylent Green tonight. Yeah, HGK29. Yeah, that's it. That's the V. Man, come on, man. Thank you so much, TSS. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. That's the aborted fetal cells. That shit, kidney cells and shit, man. It's shit real, man. Yeah. I've been talking about the Travis Scott burgers, man. That was them COVID bodies. Why you think everybody went into refrigerated trucks? Don't let me start talking, man. Let me shut up. Niggas went to refrigerated trucks, went straight to the McDonald's warehouse. $6 menu. The burger was $6. Hence, Satan, 6. Get out of here, man. I ain't with none of that fugazi shit, man. Don't play with me. And I didn't rush and get no Travis Scott burger. All y'all niggas was buying them Travis Scott burgers. You feel me? That shit got me. That should be having me fucked up, man. Then they had the sweetie meal. You remember the sweetie meal? That was the second wave. You don't remember the sweetie meal? Don't play with me, man. Niggas be falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I don't never fuck, man. My tailpipe too tight. I can't fit no banana in that motherfucker. I can't fit shit in my tailpipe. I got special exhaust. Exit only, nigga. I can't fit the banana in my tailpipe. Exit only exhaust. Shit crazy, man. People think this shit is a damn game, man. And niggas is rushing out. I seen the kid. Every time I see a kid with a soda in their hand, I be wanting to smack it out their hand. But it ain't my business. I do my thing on here. Try to do what I could do without getting knocked off on here. But get what? That ain't my business, man. It ain't my business, man. I bet it does, man. I bet it does. The Diablo burger cost $6.66. I bet it does. I bet it does, man. I won't fuck with none of these bastards, bro. You got it. You got it. They got it, man. And then they sold niggas the computer AI meat. Then they sold niggas the lab grown meat for 50 cents when that burger came out. You can't be serious. You feel me? You can't be serious. Y'all remember that. the 50-cent lab meat burger, and niggas ran out. Let me get 20 of them burgers. Eating them shit till they stomach pop. I think that was good. I had 7 of them. I think it was good. It tastes like the other one. God, pray for us. We're gonna do better. We're gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. But for he who keeps consuming and keeps being going with the flow, it's over for y'all. You know, to each their own. All we can do is look after our own shit. Nah, man, it's too late. What's up, SS? SS said they speak as if the parents are in a far foreign place. Exactly, with the body language and mirrors showing who's really in control over children. That comes cross, twist, isolate the youth from each other. This is exactly what's going on. Thank you, SS. At least somebody got it. That's why I said, where the fuck is the families at? Like, where the fuck is daddy at? Yo, man. This shit is way beyond me, man. Sexy Red can't be your mama. Your daddy can't be Gucci Man. Your daddy can't be no fucking rapper, your favorite rapper. I like to listen to Juice WRLD when I go through things. I'm sitting to the dark, I'm waiting for you. This shit's pathetic. It's pathetic. I mean, no, we ain't got to be crazy to survive. We ain't got to be crazy to survive. You need to be sane to survive. You need to be logical to survive. You need to be able to defend yourself to survive. You need to be able to protect yourself to be able to survive, but you don't need to be crazy. You need to be logical in these fucking times. These people who are creating these situations that we're living under, they're creating these viruses, they're creating these agendas that are psychologically throwing us out of whack, out of sorts. These people are very logical. These people are very clear-headed. These people are not on drugs. These people are not having mental illnesses. The people who are creating the situations that are causing the mental illnesses are not mentally ill, other than the rappers and shit themselves, because they don't understand. They're just the blind leading the blind. The artists and musicians and entertainers. Those are the blind leading the blind. I'm talking about the people who are orchestrating and setting up the whole shit for people to operate like this. What's good, Oliver? Ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. I'm about to get off here in a second, but I just wanted to let y'all know, like, the reason why we're having our children having so many mental problems and our young are having so many mental problems. They're not even being brought up to be able to be tough enough to deal with mental stress. How could you fucking deal with life, which is going to be the hardest thing ever, when you're not even raised to deal with mental stress, when you're not even raised to deal with mental, when your mind has not been tested and developed enough to where you can deal with stressors and good and bad and the ugly all at the same time, because the human mind is the perfect tool that gave you all the coping mechanisms needed. You get adrenaline when it gets too tough. You get adrenaline and shit when you need to fight. You get dopamines and endorphins when it's time, when you get hurt. You get pain meds when you need to get hurt. Like, your body's perfect. We need to teach these kids that they're already perfect the way God made them. Their bodies are perfect. They don't need to be altered because there's because it's a woman out there with a big, nice, beautiful ass. Just give her props and you do something else. Why the fuck you want the same ass as her when you ain't supposed to be the ass woman? You don't know what comes with that ass. Everybody want to get up in that ass. All these BBL, dumbass girls with BBLs. No, everybody's not supposed to be sexually attractive. Everybody's not supposed to be sexually active. For them horse stallion women who are built like that, they gonna get that. What's good, Colin? For them horse women who are built like that, them stallion women, they're gonna get that attention and that attraction, and possibly get the use that comes with that attraction and attention. You don't want to be the lust object. You don't want to be. And then a woman, even when a woman got a big booty, she shouldn't be wearing stuff that you could just clearly see it. She should objectify herself. So it's all about personal self-respect, man. It all goes back to each individual knowing better and what to do. And that's why I just come on here and try to teach people, how to not be so fucking wrapped up in this world, man, because this world is what's going to lead you into hopelessness and desperation and isolation and desolation and all that shit. It'll give you some good times too. But with the good comes the bad, and you need to be prepared for both. And that's all I'm saying. With the good comes the bad. We need to be prepared for both, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. If you just tuning in, run it back, man. I got a good little spread. I got a good little layout I gave about the kids, showing how they feel or whatever. And thank y'all so much for letting me be here for y'all, man. All donations are appreciated. Cash App, $ Big Bad. Cash App, $ Big Bad, man. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. It's been a good old day. I'm gonna be on live a little bit later on tonight. I'm gonna be on live a little bit later on tonight. So y'all get ready for the Black Friday live. I got to do the Black Friday live, man. Thank y'all for hit that like button too, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that subscribe button, man. It is all by design, SS. Everything is all by design. We're just byproducts. The only freedom we now have is to choose to participate and be a part of it or not to. But it's up to you. I'm trying to tell you what to do and what not to do to save your soul, because I'm telling you, there's a few key things. That diet is the most important one. Unless you don't know about that, you gonna know. I love y'all so much. Wake up, man. Smell the coffee, man, because it is brewing, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad.